What do I think of Grace Tame? About the same as I do Scott Challen, which is about the same as I do Aussie Cossack, which is about the same as I do David Graham, which is about the same as I do Ricardo Bozo. I've said it that many times it's stuck now, Ricardo Bozy. The same as I do Communist John Wilson. It's not intelligent. All it does is it creates more friction and more problems, which is what the real dark forces actually want. Sorry, stole that one. Why do you rip your horn every time we come past you? Who the hell are you? I don't even know who that is. Every time we come past you, you toot their horn. Anyway. Must be someone I know. Could be Bob Dobalina. Who knows? They rally the people up, they all get wound up and then start... Look, if you're going to rally people up, you know this as well as anyone, Scott Challen. So does Bozo. These people know this. You rally people up, it changes their way of thinking temporarily. The endorphins are high, the serotonin levels are punching out, endorphins are running riot, adrenaline starts pumping, and then just a couple of provocateurs. Next thing you know, a fight breaks out. Police are called. It's always, I'm telling you, it's all a setup. It's always a setup. Scott Challen riding Pauline's coattails. That's what I think. Pauline is getting used all over again, except this time she'll retire instead of going to prison. She'll be forced to retire. That's what I foresee coming. That's why I planted that little seed of thought yesterday. I don't think she's sold out so much as they're throwing themselves under the bus so that certain people can ride her coattails to the top because they know that's where she's headed. All the news channels are jumping on board that used to talk against her. Mockingbird Media. Don't talk ill about this person. Don't even talk about that person. Leave that bit out. Just subtle hints. And then when it's something real full on, like, gee, I don't know, when the anti-terrorist laws and the Patriot Act was being drawn up, when George Bush and John Howard read out identical speeches, the only word that was different was instead of America, John Howard used the word Australia. Word for word, an entire speech. It went for about 20 minutes. These are provocateurs. And they are there to cause friction and disunity. And let's go on about social cohesion, shall we, instead of peace of the public, instead of keeping public peace. Public peace is kept by the public, by the populace, by the general populace of the people. We keep the peace ourselves. And police are supposed to be there to uphold the rule of law to ensure that that peace remains, not to coerce people into social cohesion. That's the difference in the definitions of public peace and social cohesion. Social cohesion is derived from incoherence, incohesion, non-cohesion. It's derived from causing a problem. We need social cohesion. It will be coerced under duress. By what? Stronger police powers. They're going to have to start giving them jetpacks so they can fly the amount of powers they got. That is not law. That's dominion over man. Dominion is the word for authority. and the law states no dominion over man, dominion over the earth and all the creatures on it. We are not creatures or objects. We are mankind. And we're not exactly being kind. When I say kind, I don't mean as in, oh, they're kind. I mean, we're not exactly being kind as in kind. We shall respond in kind. In other words, do unto others as that you would have them do unto you. The golden rule. That's what kind means. To respond in kind. If someone smacks you in the mouth, smack them back. If someone does you a good deed, do them a good deed back. Don't pay them. Offer them a hand when they need it. Otherwise you'll steal their good deed. We knew this once. It's all been forgotten. Why? Legislature. Woe, they are far from me. They worship me with their lips, yet they teach the commandments of man as doctrine. No, it's not religious, it's biblical. That's the law. So if I have to go against legislature so as to keep my lantern filled with oil to keep the commandments, then so be it. I am not going against the law just to go along to get along because of some kind of legislature that's drawn up just to create revenue. I don't play that way. And nor should you. That's why we're in this mess. It's got nothing to do with Muslims and everything to do with who brought the problem here. Blaming the Muslims, here you go, I'll put it to you this way. Blaming the Muslims, which aren't Muslims, which we all know, go and watch Shahid Balson, go and listen to Malcolm X speak, go and listen to Muhammad Ali refused to go to Vietnam, willing to go to prison rather than go and fight the Viet Cong ain't my opposer. You was my opposer. You trying to make me go fight a man that ain't never done nothing to me. Right? I'll fight in the ring, but right? It's the same as blaming the drug for an addiction. No. Who do you blame? The dealer? No. You blame the fact that that option is even there in the first place. That option is even sought out in the first place. Because no drug addiction started with, oh, cool, I think I might become a drug addict today. Nor did it start with, hey kid, come here, you want to buy an E on Sesame Street? Drug addiction is political. It's a political problem. It's not a law problem. We have a sick society and we have a never-ending supply from further up the chain. We have media, print news, social, it's all bought and paid for, railroaded through algorithms, spy bots. We have bullshit agents from the planet Spinny Yarn telling us it's news, but at the same time telling us how to think about it, how to feel about it, and not giving us the other side of the story at all. It's always a one-sided argument. Change the channel. It's the same deal. In the opposing opinion, both coming from the same animal. Scottish Rite, a two-headed eagle. The Egyptian Magi, a two-headed serpent. Two wings of the same bird. It's all Freemasonry. But it goes up past Freemasonry. Somebody's in control of the Freemasons. You better believe it, because it's the same people that are in control of the Scottish Rite, the Jesuits. The order of the Jesters. Mirth is my king, as they say. They're up to shenanigans, in other words, you know. Unrighteous sins of the flesh. When we are not based in grounded moral rule of law, and we have legislature all based on rights without responsibility, no accountability for there being no consequence, then that you couldn't get any more removed from law, could you? Because nobody is being held to a higher standard by anyone above them. I'm not talking about dominion. I'm talking about the natural rule of law, the natural course of justice. Law holds itself up, and quite often if you allow somebody to go along with their shenanigans, the law itself will teach them the lesson without intervention at all. If you keep giving charity to drug addicts without any kind of offer for help, you just keep giving them the dole, keep feeding them for nothing. What are you doing? You're giving them $600 or $700 a fortnight to stick up their arm, or through the pokies, or over the bar, through the bottle shop. Conzi's making a fortune out of it. Conzi is making an absolute killing out of addiction. Homeless addicts putting all their dough, not even just homeless funds. Think about how much money Steve Conz is making out of people's misery. You still think he's a good bloke?